This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. They'll run a move. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Touchdown, Cowboys! Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a 4th down coming up. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Let's make a play here. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Turn it down. Turn it up. Turn it up.
This is taken at the 10. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Prescott now. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And now Stafford. He's going to change things up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Ethan Evans now. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drop. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll give this to Akers running right. Nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here comes third and about a foot. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's brought down. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. To throw is Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Don't let him catch the ball, defense. Get the ball back. Let him catch the ball, defense. Let's go.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain on... Good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third and 8. Here's Prescott. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Robinson on a give right side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation.
That coming, but that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Second and 10. Well, Stafford going to change it up here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Akers. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing here, Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.